LMArena AI is an open platform for crowdsourced AI benchmarking. That's the simplest way to put it. In other words, it's basically let anyone in the world test out the best AI models for free. And when I say best, I mean almost all of them. Here's how it works. The platform shows you responses from different AI models side by side and get you to vote on which one you think is better. Simple for us as users, but when thousands of people are doing this every day, it becomes a super powerful way to evaluate how well models actually perform in the real world. Now, a little history. LMArena wasn't always called that. Back in 2023, it launched as Chatbot Arena, created by researchers at US Berkeley. Then, in mid-2025, it rebranded it and expanded into what we know as LMArena AI. And here's an important detail, it's not fully open source, it's partially open source, and that's worth pointing out. So what does their bigger vision? According to LMArena themselves, their mission is to bring the best AI models to everyone and improve them through real-world community evaluations. Their vision is to create an open space to try out all the best AI and shape their future through collective feedback. And honestly, that's exactly what they are doing. They have created a platform where you and I, people who normally wouldn't have access to all of these models unless we are in a research lab or paying a hefty subscription, can now experiment with them, compare them and actually have a say in how they will improve. Now, of course, there are some limits if you are a heavy user, but for most people it's basically free, and that makes it one of the most exciting ways right now to explore the state of AI. But there is another layer to this. LMArena also has a commercial product called AI Evaluations. This is a paid service where companies and AI developers can test how well their models perform in real conversations. Basically, if a company wants their model launched in LMArena interface, they can pay for that. Users like you and I can interact with it and vote and give feedback, and the companies get real-world insight into their model, strength and weaknesses. So it's a win-win and a win. LMArena gets funding to keep the platform running and accessible to everyone. Companies get valuable evaluation to improve their models, and users get free access to the latest cutting-edge AI tools. And honestly, that combination is what makes LMArena such a unique pace. It's rare to see a setup where both industry and the community benefits this directly. So why is LMArena getting so popular right now? It really took off after 2025 rebrand when they added the image and video generation tools, including the super hyped Nano-Banana model that turned LMArena to just a chatbot testing site to a creative playground, especially for content creators. And with video generation now available through their Discord, the community has exploded, already passing 75,000 members and growing fast. It's quickly becoming the go-to spot for anyone who wants to try the latest AI models in action. When you open LMArena, you will see a drop-down at the top. There are with three options: Battle, Side-by-Side and Direct Chat. Direct Chat is just a normal AI chat. Battle we'll look at later, but first let's go with Side-by-Side because it's basically the same as Battle, except here you can actually choose the model you want to compare. For this test, I'm using a simple but classic prompt. Explain how to make peanut butter and jelly sandwich step by step. It's a great way to check how well models follow instructions. For this demo, I picked Gemini 2.5 Pro and GPT 4.0. The reason is that Gemini 2.5 currently ranked number 1 in overall ranking, and the highest ranked OpenAI text model is GPT 4.0, excluding the optimized Omni versions. And we type in the prompt and submit. Right away, you get to see GPT-4 start spitting out the answer almost instantly, laying out step-by-step instruction. Gemini 2.5 Pro, on the other hand, takes a bit longer to start, but once it does, the response is noticeably more detailed and structured. So here's my takeaway. GPT 4.0 wins in terms of speed, but when it comes to the depth and accuracy, Gemini 2.5 Pro comes out stronger. For me, even though I like GPT's speed, in this case I'll vote Gemini 2.5 because of the quality of the answer. For the next test, let's pit Gemini 2.5 Pro against OpenAI's flagship model, GPT-5 chat. The reason this matchup makes sense is because GPT-5 is now the default model in ChatGPT, even for free users. If you hit your free message cap on GPT, it automatically switches you to GPT-5 mini, but the starting point is always GPT-5 chat. So comparing it with Gemini 2.5 Pro gives us a fair look at the two main players right now, OpenAI and Google's flagship model. Now running the same prompt again, explain how to make peanut butter and jelly sandwich step by step. Just like before, speed goes to GPT-5. It kicks off instantly and delivers an answer that almost before Gemini even starts. But when Gemini 2.5 Pro responds, its explanation still feels more detailed and thoughtful. GPT-5 gives a solid structured answer, no doubt, but Gemini's version edges ahead in terms of depth and clarity. So for me, it's the same story. Speed, GPT-5, content depth is Gemini 2.5 Pro. And if I had to vote on this one, I'll lean towards Gemini again. Alright, now let's move on to the battle section. Just like side by side, battle also lets you compare output from two different models. But here's the catch, you don't get to pick the models. You just enter your prompt and the system serves you two responses simultaneously. That way you are judging purely on the quality of the output without knowing which model is behind it. Since we have already tested the text models in side-by-side demo, let's try something different here and test the image generation. For this demo, I'll use the prompt, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich cut in half on a plate. This ties back nicely to the recipe example we have been running with. So I select the image option and hit submit. And now two images start generating side by side. When they are done, I can see both look pretty decent. One has the sandwiches stacked and the other has them laid out side by side. Personally, the one on the right is closer to what I pictured in my mind, and the detail, texture and the overall look is much better. So I will go with that. To vote, just use the button below. Left is better, it's a tie, both bad, or right is better. I'll choose right is better. And here's the fun part. Once you vote, the models are revealed. In this case, the right image was from Seedream's 4 and left was from GPT image 1. Now Seedream 4 is worth keeping an eye on because it's starting to challenge the dominance of Nano-Banana, which has been the leading image generation and editing tool lately. In fact, Seedream has been climbing up the leaderboard fast. We'll look at that when we come to the leaderboard section. I'll do a deeper dive into Seedreams versus Nano-Banana comparison in another video, but for now, this gives you a taste of how powerful the battle feature for image generation is. Alright, now let's check out the direct chat option. This one is pretty straightforward. It's just you directly interacting with a single AI model. And when you switch to image mode, by default it's currently resets to Nano-Banana. And for this demo, I'll use the same prompt as before, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich cut in half on a plate. That gives you a solid starting point image with Nano-Banana itself, so you have the control of the model here. But here's where it gets interesting, the support of image editing. So I'll take it a step further and prompt neatly arrange and lay out the peanut butter and jelly sandwich ingredients on a wooden table and make sure all the items needed are included. And Nano-Banana delivers. Now I've got a beautifully laid out set of ingredients all ready to go. It's basically a perfect before and after example. This shows you how quickly you can transform an idea into a polished visual. And that's the power of Nano-Banana image editing right now. And the best part of that, all of this is available in LMArena completely free to try out. Now let's check out the leaderboards. On the left hand side panel, you will find the leaderboards tab. This is where you can see the different AI models stack up across 9 different categories. At the top, you will get the overall ranking, and then you can dive deep into each of the area. Let's go through them very quickly. Text. This is where it measures how well models handle writing, summarizing and general language tasks. Right now, Gemini 2.5 Pro and Claude Opus 4.5 are tied at number 1 spot, followed by GPT-5 and 4 models. It's interesting to see Gemini lead here because most people still default to ChatGPT. When it comes to web development, which covers coding tasks like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, here GPT-5 and Claude models lead the pack, with Gemini coming around 4th place alongside DeepSeek. When it comes to vision, which look at how models process and understand images, Gemini 2.5 Pro ranks higher, with GPT model coming closely behind. It's unsurprising to see Google's models leading in this category because their image editing tools are quite amazing. Speaking of image editing, let's move on to that quickly. First, let's see something you might not be expecting in text to image. This one is surprising. Seedream 4 High-Res is now at the top, overtaking Nano-Banana, which had been dominant for a while. Seedream was only added to LMArena in September, very recently, but it's already outperforming this category. And when it comes to image editing, it's still led by Nano-Banana, but Seedream 4 and Seedream 4 High-Res are closing the gap. These are ByteDance models, and they are quickly becoming a strong competitors. And when it comes to search category, GPT models currently rank highest here for real-time information and grounded citation. Personally, I still like using Perplexity for search, but GPT-5 search is clearly performing well in the benchmark. This is why LMArena is so useful, because it shows you other tools that outperform the ones that we are default to. So we can test the ones that are best in that category and adjust our workflows if needed. And when it comes to text to video, there's no surprises here. Google Veo 3 is right at top, with Hilo and ByteDance models following closely behind. In image to video, again Veo 3 leads, but ByteDance models are right on its heel. They are becoming a serious contender in video generation. When it comes to Copilot, this category tests Copilots right now. DeepSeek and Claude leads the pack. Personally, I had good experience with DeepSeek, but if you are new to Copilot, both are worth trying out. And that's really the beauty of these leaderboards. Most of us stick with the AI tools that we are used to, but when you see comparison like this, it opens your eyes to alternative you might not have tried. Sometimes switching models for a specific task can give you way better results. That's one of the biggest values of LMArena for me personally. It helps you discover the strength of not just the models that you know and work with, but the models that you should be trying out. Alright, now let's talk about video generation in LMArena. To get started, head over to the left hand side panel and click on the LMArena logo drop down. From there, you can see the option to join Discord. If you already have an account, it's simple as clicking the invite and joining. If you don't, no worries, just create an account and log in, you are good to go. Once you are inside the Discord server, that's where the video generation magic happens. You will find a few different options and channels that let you create and share and even vote on AI video generations. And the cool part is, by exploring what community is making, you not only get to test out your own ideas, but also see how different models perform side by side in real-world creative tasks. When we join communities like this, especially for video generation, remember that there are limits. You can't just keep spamming generation non-stop. If you push too hard, you will eventually hit a wall, and the system will tell you to wait until a certain time before you can create again. Now there are no official published limit, but in practice, if you generate too quickly, you will definitely run into cooldown period. So here's my advice. Treat LMArena as a learning platform. Explore, experiment, and most importantly, check out what other people are creating in the community. You will see a huge variety of videos, and if you see ones that you are interested, vote on them. You not only help to reveal which models were being used, but also give feedback that improves the whole system. It's a win-win. You discover which models work best for your needs, and community as a whole gets stronger because of it. So engage, contribute, and have fun with it. That's really the heart of LMArena. And if you are an AI content creator or just curious about AI filmmaking, you are welcome to join our free community on Skool, your AI adventure. It's the first link in the description. We choose Skool platform because it makes it easier to organize everything in one place. All the notes, prompts and outputs and the lessons we create are neatly laid out for you to explore and adapt. And there we will be doing long deep dives into tools and comprehensive roadmaps on becoming an AI content creator. So have fun and hopefully see you inside.